All right, I wanted to create a video that will help you to know how to learn in this class, how you're going to be able to get the material down, to get instruction. And so, as you know, this is a completely online course. The Zoom sessions are going to be utilized to provide clarification, additional instruction as needed, but it shouldn't be the main way that you learn. Otherwise, you're having basically a once-a-week course, which will not do well for this one. There's a lot of material to go through that we want you to be learning on a regular basis. And so, as mentioned here, at the very bottom, when you're ready to learn, you're going to go to the modules, right? If you click this, it will take you to the modules. But I'm just going to go up here, and if it's a regular day and I'm ready to study, I'm going to click on modules. And as I click on modules, I see what's happening each week, what I'm expected to learn each week. You're welcome to learn ahead and get into the following weeks. The things are posted. I am still posting my own videos, and so those will just keep coming on. I'll have them definitely posted before the week begins, but I hope to get a bunch posted in the coming weeks so that you have the full course in front of you. But let's suppose you're ready to start learning. And so as I'm looking at this is the things that I'm expected to do this week. I'm expected to do the Chapter 1 Skills Review. That is the Stat 10 portion of the class. You're going to click on that, and it's going to have a fair number of questions for this one. And what it's going to make sure is that you have some core foundational skills that are prerequisites for this course. And if you don't, then it will help you along in those areas. Then when I'm ready to learn, which is what this video is about, let's suppose I want to look at Chapter 1, Section 1. I would click on that if I haven't studied that section. And what I've given you is a brief introduction to what's happening in this. So you can read this, and it provides some basic terminology, and it talks about how we go about sampling data and how we collect it is important. And so what I would recommend is that you read the section in the book, and so you'll go to the ebook. Take advantage of the multimedia library. That's what I want to show you, both of those. And then I did create my own video lecture here. That's a YouTube video that I created for you that walks you through, in my own voice, in my own language, the definitions and things that are in this section. In other sections will be the concepts that are there as well. But if I want to go read the book, I'll click here. What this will do is bring you back to the modules, but right up top. Make sure it works here. Essentially, I had no great way to post these in here. So this Mymathlab Pearson e-text, I find it's faster to go right to here. This will have everything you need. So let me click on the Mymathlab Stat Multimedia Library. And just like that first video said, if you haven't connected to Mymathlab, if you haven't plugged into an access code, this will show up as not available. So remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to do Chapter 1, Section 1, right? If you needed some help with the integrated review, it's right here. But we go to Section 1. And let's start selecting some things. Let's select the multimedia textbook. Let's see some video clips that might be available. Maybe you like PowerPoint. You can follow that well. If you don't like it, you don't have to do that. Maybe there's some flowchart animation. I think the multimedia textbook and textbook are essentially the same, except the multimedia has some kind of videos embedded in it. Let's look at maybe the guided learning videos and the video lectures. And when you click Find Now, very quickly, once it's been connected, you're going to get all of those resources. So remember what I said, hey, I want you to read it in the book. So let's click on that. And what's nice is this brings it up in a separate window. That's why I like accessing it this way better. And this is the first time I've ever clicked on it. See it be brought up here in this big screen. See how long it takes. Okay. And so it may take a little bit, but what you'll have is the textbook section of what you want, right? And so as we can come and read this section 1.1, You can't see it right now because it's just outside of my window caption area, but there's a little page toggle button here, and you can go to the next page and read about the definitions that will be there. So the full book is here for you. That's a resource for you. Let me get rid of that. If I go here, I can get some video lectures, some video clips on some examples under the guided learning videos and stuff. So statistical and critical thinking, a 19-minute video, a 13-minute video, an example of a voluntary response that's only 1 minute and 32 seconds. And you can watch another instructor
sampling methods, absolutely critically important,
go through a lecture for you. So you're going to have lots of supplementary lectures and stuff. That's one of the reasons why I chose this. There's, you can see the PowerPoint that will walk you through some things. Whatever you feel like using, you can use. And so I wanted to demonstrate that to you, that you have these learning modules in which you can learn. So that's how I would suggest how to go through each one of these. If I click on a different section, it's going to give you the same idea that a lot of the learning, and so you could even possibly avoid going directly to these sections. But I have the videos posted for the first week. So if I went to section 2.1, here's my own video. But again, I'm suggesting, hey, take a look at the good resources that are already here. And I would highly suggest going through the Mymathlab Multimedia library and clicking on the resources that you need. And in this case, it was Chapter 2, Section 1. There are some sections that we're not doing. Don't worry about that. They just weren't part of the curriculum outline. At least I didn't, yeah, that's a true statement. They weren't part of the curriculum outline. And so you could click on anything you want. You could click on them all, select all, and just say find now, and it will find everything. So you can see, hey, oh, they made some specific videos for Chapter 2, Exercise 1. Let me see what's going on there. And you can watch somebody go through a problem that's directly related to the homework. And I'll make another video about what to do when you're ready for the homework.